Okay, so I have a crazy story for you, but stay tuned for the ending because there's a pretty cool takeaway for you guys to have, and I hope you receive it the same way I did. So, there is a very particular thing that I have been struggling with for a very long time, and I have been wanting to surrender it to God, but I've been holding on to it so tightly because I have been scared to actually give it to God. So recently, during a fast, I decided to finally let this be the moment that I was going to give that to God. And I felt amazing during the fast. I felt in control. I felt closer with God. I felt free. I felt joyful. It was an amazing experience until it wasn't. I finished the fast, and then all of a sudden, that very thing that I had surrendered to God came back with a vengeance, and I spiraled out of control. Life was chaotic. I was full of stress. That very vice that I wanted to be free of was back tenfold. And a few weeks of this happening, I finally was driving to the gym and I was crying and screaming at God in my car, saying, how dare you? Like, I trusted you with this. I finally decided to give this to you, and this is what you're going to let happen. You're going to let me experience this when I trusted you. And all of a sudden, I felt this sense of conviction, and this voice popped into my head, and it was like, Jamie, this is not how this relationship works. This is not conditional. Just because you did something for me does not mean I'm now going to do something for you in return. I want you to trust me. I want you to love me, and I want you to know that I love you regardless of that thing. Don't expect me to act just because you finally did. So, I'm sharing that with you guys because we have a tendency of treating our relationship with God transactionally, where we think that because we do something good, God is supposed to bless us right away in return, or because we finally remove a habit or a way of thinking that all of a sudden everything is going to be perfect, and that's not how it works. But the constant thing and what does work is God, and He loves you through it all. And now that I'm on the other side of that and I've been freed of this, I now have a deeper relationship with God. I now have more peace around that vice than I ever had before. And I am continuing to grow closer and closer to fully being free from this vice. So I hope this hit you just as much as what it did me. Pass this along to somebody you think it could help too.